What happens to your body? When the earth gets sick, when the earth suffers, so do we. Every heartbeat, every breath, every sip of water depends on the health of our planet. Yet, we rarely stop to think about how deeply our lives are connected to the world around us. When the air turns dirty, when the water is poisoned, when the soil grows weak, our bodies carry the scars. The sickness of the earth is not distant, it lives within us. The air is the first link between us and the planet. Invisible, silent, but powerful. Every breath draws in more than oxygen. In polluted cities, the air carries microscopic particles of dust, smoke, and chemicals. These slip into the lungs, scarring their delicate tissue. They enter the blood, traveling to the heart, thickening vessels, raising blood pressure. Children raised in polluted air grow with smaller, weaker lungs. Adults develop chronic cough, heart attacks, and strokes. The very air that should sustain life begins to shorten it. And then comes the heat. The earth is warming, and with it our bodies are pushed to the limit. When the temperature rises, the heart beats faster, blood pressure rises, and sweat pours from our skin. Water leaves the body faster than it can be replaced. The kidneys struggle, the brain overheats. Heat stroke can break down cells in hours, cooking proteins inside the body. Farmers collapse in the fields, construction workers faint on city streets. The elderly with weak hearts pass away silently in the heat. The fever of the earth becomes the fever of humanity. But heat is not the only danger. As the climate shifts, so do diseases. Mosquitoes once limited to the tropics now carry malaria, dengue, and Zika into new lands. Ticks spread Lyme disease into regions once too cold for their survival. Floods wash away sanitation, leaving behind cholera and typhoid. Every rise in temperature reshapes the map of disease, bringing new illnesses into homes that once thought they were safe. Our immune system fights harder, but the battlefront keeps moving closer. The water and the soil are no longer the safe foundations they once were. Rivers absorb chemicals from factories, plastics break into fragments too small to see but large enough to enter our bloodstreams. Heavy metals settle into farmland. Fish carry mercury, rice absorbs arsenic. Vegetables lose their nutrients as the soil is drained of life. Malnutrition is no longer only about hunger, it is about eating food that looks filling but leaves the body weak, stripped of its strength, robbed of its vitamins and minerals. The sickness of the soil becomes the sickness of our bones, our blood, our muscles. And then, there is the mind. When the earth is in pain, our minds feel it too. Wildfires destroy entire communities, leaving behind not only ashes but also grief. Floods sweep away homes and dreams, leaving fear and anxiety. Children grow up with a constant awareness of disaster. Young people see a world in crisis and feel powerless, developing climate anxiety and depression. The weight of a sick planet rests heavily on the human spirit, quietly shaping how we think, how we feel, and how we hope. Yet even in this story of sickness, there is hope. Because just as the earth's wounds create our own, its healing can also restore us. When air becomes cleaner, lungs grow stronger, and the heart lives longer. When cities embrace green energy, skies clear, and hospital beds empty. When forests return, the air grows cooler, and diseases retreat. When rivers are protected, children drink safely again, and food regains its power to nourish instead of harm. Healing the earth does not only save polar bears or forests, it saves us. Every tree planted is a shield for a pair of lungs. Every choice to walk instead of drive is a gift to the heart. Every act of conservation is a promise to the next generation that they will not just survive, but thrive. The earth and the human body are not separate stories. They are one story told in different forms. A story of balance, of harmony, and of shared destiny. When the planet grows sick, so do we. But when the planet heals, humanity heals with it. So the question remains, if your health is tied to the earth's health, what will you do today to heal both?